Alrighty then, it's been a long while since I made my last video, but I thought it's time for another video. Now, somebody has been asking for this for a long time, but I haven't gotten around to it. But anyways, to this thing. It's not going to be exactly a tutorial, it's more of a how-to. It's like, I'm not going to be showing how to do the pre-creasings. As you can see, I already have them all. But I am going to show you how to, like, construct it. Because if I showed you the pre-creasings, it would take way too long, and I just simply don't have the time. Or patience. Or bandwidth. But anyways, you can see everything's been done, and it's pretty much ready for anything. Now, even though this is going to be a 2-block, like it's going to have 2 pegs and 2 holes, the process is pretty much the same for the 1-block, the 3-block, and any other that you can think of. You know, maybe the pegs and the holes are going to be in different places, but it's pretty much the same concept. So, you know, I guess we'll start with how to collapse the pegs. The pegs are fairly easy. You start from one corner and you sort of like bunch it into the center, so you can see it starts making a cube. I'm probably gonna go pretty fast with this though, because since it's already been pre-folded, this is sort of like my stock. I had this folded for a long time. So anyways, you sort of use these creases to like bring them in. You fold it out, and you sort of work your way up until you get to the point. And when you get to this side though, it can be tricky since for you know. I suggest that you start it like this. You start like this and you press it down. You sort of press it down while reinforcing. You press it down, reinforcing this over here, and you'll end up with that cube-like thing here. And again, it's easy for me because I've already done this a long time ago. So, you know. Oh yeah, I should probably mention how to like know that you're pre-creasing it right. Okay, since I cannot remember because it's been a long time since I've last folded something like this, I really don't remember how to make it. Well, the pre-creasings and everything. But anyways, you get that 1 block here. And now I'm going to show you how to make the hole. Now the hole, it's going to be a little weird, okay? It's going to be there's going to be a lot more to the structure than this cube. The cube is easy. The peg is easy to do. But this thing over here is not so easy. You're going to reverse it around, and it's going to be a pretty difficult task. See, you fold these into the middle, and you sort of like reinforce this. This is what it's going to look like, by the way. I'm sorry I can't give you much better tutorial or how to, but you know, I don't have the time. It's just sort of a quick thing. But I'm pretty much just showing the structure, you know. Anyways, in the end you'll get this little structure here. And why does it look all weird? Because if all this like folding was on the other side, that would spell disaster and you wouldn't be able to connect. If you look, you can see a square hole, and it fits right into this. It would fit in. See? Perfect fit. You just have to keep using the same sized papers though, or same proportions, but you get it. You get my idea. So I guess I'm gonna construct the rest of it so I can show you how to roll it up into that nice shape that you call Legos. Oh yeah, one thing. You should probably start with the pegs first. Don't do any of the holes prior to it. You start with these. Do both of them or all of them or whatever, and then you make the holes, because if you make it like at the same time like how I just did, then you'll end up like kind of awkwardness over here. It's already awkward as it is, me trying to make this video and not really doing much help. Even right now, even though it's already been pre-folded and everything, and I already had the structure, it's still kind of difficult, so I suggest this thing for the most hardcore origami guys, you know, guys and girls. So anyways, you'll be getting something like this. Now, to roll it up, you start at one side, and you're going to fold in the corners, but just make sure that you don't fold in too much, because you see, you want it to be like a sort of cubicle, like a tube. If you see that, you can pretty much see, if you were to keep going, all of these squares would be the same size, so you know. You got these corners in, roll it over, and pretty much just make a tube. Now, you're going to get to the point where you get to all the way around, and you're going to see that it doesn't hook up. There's a way to hook it up. These act as a pocket, slot, whatever you want to call it, and these act as a flap or connector or whatever you want to call it. And you're just supposed to slide it in. And even if you have it pre-folded, or if you have all kinds of experience, this is usually a very difficult part. Matter of fact, this whole structure is difficult. This whole thing. This whole project. So again, only for the people who are really serious about it. Don't make the same mistake I just did. See this flap right here? That was supposed to be on the inside. So I gotta switch this around. I must really be bad at making videos. Well, I guess that makes it much easier. But now, you start from the flap, see? Start from this little flap. And you just sort of go around. And once you get to the end, you just tuck it in. And it's pretty much the same thing on this side too. Well, that's pretty much it. I'm really sorry I couldn't help much more, but you know, life's a mess. It's still pretty cool, but it's not really practical, so if you just feel bored one day and you want to play with Legos, this is not the way to go. Just go to the store and buy them. Saves you a lot of time. But they're still pretty cool. So, you know, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe.